Good night. It is June 29, 2026, and it's Monday. Here in Sherbrooke, it is currently 24 degrees Celsius, 76 degrees Fahrenheit. The sun this morning rose at 5:02 a.m., and it's set at 8:39 p.m. recently. That's 15 hours and 37 minutes of sunlight. As much as it hurts to say, the days are getting shorter. You might notice that the background's a little bit different. So this morning, I woke up at like 8 a.m. or something to take a piss. By the way, thank you for leaving comments. Not the last one that I did, but the one before. Maybe the last one I did as well. I got some nice comments. I haven't replied yet because I've been very disorganized. And just very disorganized in my life. And I'm always afraid of not saying the right thing when I reply to comments. I'm not getting my thought across, or not being thoughtful enough, and putting enough effort into it. But that's often how I feel in my life, and so I just don't act. And it just, I'm scratching my psoriasis. I'm gonna stop. It's my psoriasis on my foot. And I just feel, So I don't act, and I'm sorry, I'm just feeling a bit crazy today. I don't act, and that's the worst possible scenario. Than not saying anything. I do it a lot when it comes to replying to messages and emails and phone calls and stuff. And so anyway, I woke up this morning around 8 o'clock or something to take a piss, and then I went back to bed. I went back to bed and went back to sleep. Didn't sleep very well, but I just didn't want to get up. And then I woke up fully around 10:30 in the morning or something. And I was lying in bed, and I just had this thought. Oh yeah, because I checked my phone. And then I had a message from the booker for this company that I work for, and she's really good at her job. And she has a lot of stuff to organize, but she gave me the wrong dates for something, and now I can't do the loadout of this. It doesn't really matter. This event that's happening this week, because I'm going to be working at a festival away from Sherbrooke, and so I sent her a message on Friday. Anyway, I got the schedule on Friday, and I was able to do the load in because, although it was a day earlier than the days that she had told me, I was available on yesterday morning. But anyway, so I sent her a reply on Friday saying that I couldn't, the days that she gave me, was the 6th and the 7th of July, and now she's scheduling this for the 5th, so I unfortunately can't be there. I'll see if I can find somebody to replace me. And then I get a message from her this morning saying no, I give you the correct dates, but I'll try to find a solution on my end, and hey, let me know if there's anybody that can replace you. But I looked at all the messages about this, and she gave me the wrong dates. I was I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to call my landlord because I'm sure his neighbor's toilet that is leaking sometimes, and it's leaking into my bathroom, which is disgusting. I don't want to have to deal with anything. And I know it's okay to have. I mean, it's okay to feel that way anyway, but I think it's not uncommon. I don't think to feel like that sometimes, but I really felt it really deeply this morning, and I felt it. I've been feeling that way pretty often. And so I got up and I told myself that I wanted to find things that I could do that would make it so that I'd be less likely to have that sensation tomorrow, or or that would make me want to get up. I just looked around my room, my apartment, and it's just fucking disgusting. I'll show you. I've been cleaning a lot. But yeah, like, it's better than it was. But I took out all the cans. I cleaned up like behind and under my bed because I got these like silverfish, and I know that they're very happy and well fed because of how like dusty and like gross my floor was. I cleaned my bathroom. I hadn't cleaned my bathroom in like 2 months. So I cleaned my bathroom. I also we have this like shitty portable vacuum cleaner that like barely works. It's barely functional as a vacuum cleaner. But we have like an actual vacuum cleaner. I'm just too fucking lazy to get it out of the basement and figure out how it works. So I got that. So I was able to vacuum and started vacuuming the hallway. Now I'm about to make myself some food and clean. Start cleaning the kitchen. Do some dishes. The kitchen isn't too bad. I did some laundry. I changed because for some reason, like the circuit for the lights in my kitchen and the washing machine freaked out and the breaker switched off. But I took the time to change some of the light bulbs in my kitchen so that there's better visibility. I had some brighter light bulbs. I was very like disorganized through doing this because like I have a lot of difficulty staying on task. But I was able to get a lot done. I received a parcel. I received some new books about Hive, which there really isn't much to them. They're very, very thin. But I just wanted to give Randy Ingersoll more of my money because I love his YouTube channel about Hive. Check out Randy Ingersoll. Play Hive like a champion. I'm going to link that down in the description. But today I also want to talk about Alice Costello. I don't remember, maybe he was on Pitchfork or something, but like, I heard one of her songs, I'm like, this sounds good, or I read the description, whatever. And I listened to the album like once, and I'm like, this is good, but not particularly remarkable to me. Like, nothing stood out. I'm like, it's well composed, the arrangements were cool, but like, now that I've listened to it a few more times, I think the arrangements are really good. She's got a beautiful voice, but oh yeah, I think it's because like I read a review and she did EMDR therapy. I don't know what that is, but I've heard the term before, and I've also heard that like positive things about it. I don't remember where, but like I've heard at least a couple people talk about how it really helped them out. And so she did like a year of therapy, and after a year of therapy, she decided to write this album about, I'd say mainly, if not exclusively, about her relationship with her father, who I don't know if he's dead or not, is an addict, has addiction, and I think maybe an alcoholic, because she mentions trying to like find him, like going around all the bars trying to find him. But anyway, it's not really specified explicitly as far as I remember in the lyrics. But yeah, some of the lyrics are really brutal, like especially in this song. And so the arrangements are really good as well across the album. The synthesizer parts are like the sound, and just sound design in general. From like, for example, this song ends with this like really like ominous sound, like sounds like a dark ambient track, and it's brief, but it's like right at the end of the song. And there's, if you look the lyrics up on Genius.com, I think that whoever transcribed it made a mistake with some quotation marks in the third verse. I'm gonna ask Alice Costello if this is the case, because it makes more sense. Let me just tell you what the lyrics are. When I get to the hospital, drenched in sweat, rush to the door just to hear them call, it's too late now. And there's a pause, which I love. And then she starts the second verse. For visitors of the hospital, turned away into a chapel to pray as a fake candle burned, it's too late now. And then should have known years ago, sat me down, said, honey doll, stop hoping for a miracle. It's too late now. And now this is where they close the parentheses on genius.com. And I believe that the rest of the verse is also from the perspective of her father telling her this. And says, and don't cry for me when my feet aren't on the ground. And I'm like, does that mean like below ground, as in he's dead? Or even, I'd say, bleaker, above the ground because he has hanged himself. I'm not sure. And don't cry for me when my feet aren't on the ground. I liked my life with all the edges round. Like that's really good, and a really apt description of, what motivates somebody to abuse whatever substance or behavior. Don't cry for me, now's not the time. I've not been here, not really since '99. Which really speaks to me. Like, I mean, that's one of the really depressing parts about addiction is like you just feel like you're not really there fully. It was like halfway, detached, or maybe fully detached if you get that far. And it's just like, and the outro is just saying it's too late now. There's like sort of like I don't know. It's just really good. And then the end is just like the music stops. It's this weird, like ominous ambient part. But just in general, like the opening track Anywhere Else, where she's just saying like, she's, I guess I interpret it like she's trying to, I mean, she gets contacted by her dad, and she's like who is like trying, once again to like get her like involved in his life and get her to take care of him. She's like, I would rather be anywhere else than doing this. And then a really a song, Of Course I Know, which is another one of my favorite songs on the record. I mean, I won't get into all the songs. Just, I said listen to it and read the lyrics, and it's all really good and sad. But also, so I was walking to the bus stop from the park where I was working on Sunday, and it was really hot outside, and I had to hurry because I didn't want to miss the bus, and I got there by the skin of my teeth. And I was wearing my steel-toed boots, and it was super hot. And to get to the bus stop, I have to walk uphill for like 10 minutes. And it's sort of brutal when it's really hot outside. And I was listening to this song. Like, I listened to the album, but just with like one earbud in, because I was, doing my stuff. I was basically just installing speakers and, bringing like very long cables to the amplifiers. And so I just had like one earbud in, and I was listening to this album. I'm like, this is actually really good. I get like snippets of lyrics, but especially the end of Too Late Now, really struck me. So I was listening to it. I was walking up and like sweating, and I was listening to the lyrics. And I'm like, this is so good. And once I got to the end part, which is just repeating, it's too late now, I got these like shivers all throughout my body. It was so beautiful. And I was just thinking about how like one of my favorite things about art is how we're able to like transmute our pain into something beautiful. And I think the only way, not the only way, it's like art, and then also I think like service to other people. Like, maybe not service, but like transmute it into like a desire to bring joy, which isn't the same as like making art, because you can make art like you can transmute your suffering into art that is like really unpleasant. Because it'll be beautiful, but it isn't necessarily made to bring people joy. But yeah, this is one of the most beautiful things about art. One of the things, maybe the thing I love the most about art. And I was like overwhelmed with like gratitude as well. That like, I guess maybe I wasn't. I guess I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. I'm not overwhelmed. I feel gratitude now. I was overwhelmed with like emotion, but I don't think it was gratitude. But I feel gratitude now that like this artist was able to take this pain and like spend time in therapy to try to figure it out, or figure out how she feels about it, and then take that and make such beautiful art and share it with us. So definitely check out that album. The album is, I forgot the name of the album. It's Move On With The Year, which is one of the songs as well. So I'm gonna go make some pasta. I'm excited about that. I'm not excited about the fact that the grocery store did not have any fresh basil, so I'm gonna be using dried basil. And I don't know how much to put into it. I guess I'll just have to taste my sauce. Later tonight, it's going to go down quite a bit, actually. It's going to go down to 19 degrees Celsius, 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 6-7, nice, at 10 p.m. And then to end the day, we're going to go down to 17 degrees Celsius, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'll update you on that quotation mark. So I'm going to ask Alice Costello about this. I hope she replies to me and lets me know. Everyone have a great rest of your day, and I hope to get a bit more cleaning done tonight. But I'm going to focus on the kitchen for now. All right.